Hey, good morning, business owners. Today we're going to take a look at the Content Planner Coach. Now, this is a tool that we put together to help you jumpstart your content planning journey. And the thing of it is, when you're starting a business, content planning is going to be one of those tasks that you can't do without. But I see a lot of people get bogged down in this. So, a lot of times when you're starting your business, you don't really know what to post, what to say it to, how to format your post, what platforms are going to be the best ones for your business. There are a lot of big questions there, right? And I see so many people online, they just kind of post random stuff. So, what I want to do in creating this content planner coach is just kind of coach you through how to post on social media, when to post on social media, and give you a repeatable plan and system that allows you to, number one, when you have a repeatable system, that's going to create consistency. And when you're consistent, when you're out there posting and maybe you're doing videos and maybe you have email, maybe you're doing a podcast, maybe you're doing all those different things online, you want to show up consistently across platforms. You also want to, when you're consistent, that also tells you either you're going to be consistently good or you're going to be consistently somewhere in the middle where you get mediocre results, or you're going to be consistently bad, right? You're like, nobody's going to respond. You're not going to get any traffic from social. And so those are going to be indicators of things that you need to do to improve when you get those results. When you're posting randomly, it's going to be a lot harder for you to figure out what's working with your audience, what's not working with your audience, and how to improve. And that is really also the name of the game. So you want to be out there with your audience, sharing information about your business. You don't always want to be selling. You want to be, number one, creating awareness about your business. You want to be educating, and you also want to engage and answer questions, handle objections, things like that. And you can do all of that with the right kind of content. All right, so in our content planner coach, we have 4 different conversation starters. Now, these are just that. They're conversation starters. That doesn't mean that you have to stick with these. You can actually enter your own prompts into this, and then it will give you feedback based on your prompt. But let's just go really quickly through the 4 conversation starters, because this is a tool for beginners. So you may not know what you don't know. So you can just click one of these buttons, or you can just try all of these out, right? Now, let me just kind of let you know where you can get this. This is available in our shop. Once you purchase this, you purchase it one time, and then you have unlimited uses. So you can use this for, let's say that you have content that you want to create every week for your business. You can do that. Or if you decide to add some additional types of products to your business, you can use it for that. And it's really going to come in handy because as your needs change, as you become more advanced, you are going to have different types of content that you are creating, and you're going to need ideas. You're going to basically need a plan that you can use week after week, month after month, year after year. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with these conversation starters. So the first one says, help me build a weekly content plan for Facebook. So this is going to be like a social media weekly social media plan that you can build just using this one prompt. Now it says for Facebook, I think I'm going to take that out because your content, your basic ideas, your topics, your ideas, all of those are going to be pretty consistent no matter what platform you're on. So it doesn't matter if you're on Facebook or Pinterest or whatever, you are going to be using that same topic across all of your platforms. The thing that will change will be maybe your images or your videos or the way that you format those images and graphics and things like that. But your text and your captions and things like that, your main topic, all of that is going to stay the same. Okay. So here it is. Help me build a weekly content plan. And then, that is basically going to be based around social media. I want to promote my product next week. What content should I use? So you can use this if you have a particular product. So let's say that you have a product in your shop and you want to get it out there, you want to promote it. This is going to give you a nice little plan to help you get that product out there to your audience next week, within a week's time. Give me ideas that align with my brand. And I'm not sure what the rest of that is, but basically you want ideas. So this is going to give you, this particular prompt is going to give you ideas. So if you're brainstorming, you're not really sure what you want to talk about this week or in your blog post, in your videos, in your podcast, this will give you those ideas, and then you can take those ideas and kind of narrow them down. Use social media success guide to plan. And I'm assuming that this is the guide that we use to plan out our social media. Okay, so you can use any of these to get started. Now, I have also written out, because this is a course, this is a lesson in one of our courses. So this lesson is geared to new business owners who may not be really great at prompting AI tools. So I put together some prompts that I am going to use just to show you how you can do that as well. So you're not limited to these conversation starters, but these are great places that you can begin if you don't have anything else. So I'm going to pause for a minute and get my prompt, and I will be right back. Okay, so now I have my plan, or my prompt rather, sorry. I am going to enter it down here in the little area where it says ask anything. I'm going to hit Control V. I've already copied it, and now I'm just pasting it into the area that says ask anything. So the prompt is, using the information I've given you so far, please provide a weekly content plan that I can use to consistently communicate with my audience of business owners. Now, your audience and your niche may be totally different. So just kind of keep in mind. And what I've done is I have created a list of AI prompts that you can use to further define your business plan. So this is just one of the prompts from that business plan. But in that list of prompts, there is going to be an area that says, fill in the blank. So fill in your niche, fill in your target audience, etc. And you'll see that when you download the item. Now, this list of AI prompts is going to be in the resources section of your lesson. All right, so anyway, business owners, research current trends and hot topics from the week and include those in my plan. Please help me highlight the tools that I should use to make the most of my time while helping me create persuasive, helpful, engaging content for my audience. So that is the prompt and you can, add to these prompts, take away, and just structure them in a way that really fits you. Okay, so, and this is also assuming that you have put some information in your AI tool that kind of tells it something about your business. Now, if you're taking our same day seller course, we have already kind of helped you put together a basic plan that has all the information, the basic information about your business, your product, your niche, and all of that. What I would recommend is if you have that, take it, copy it, and paste it into your favorite AI tool. In this case, we're using ChatGPT. Just paste it right in, and that's going to be the context that the AI tool will use when you enter prompts. Okay, so now I'm just going to hit the go button here, this send prompt button, and then it's going to do its thing. Okay, so here is the information that it has come up with. It says, based on the planning framework you've shared, the most effective strategy is to build your content around a single weekly theme, then repurpose that message across email, social media, video, your blog, and if applicable, your podcast. This approach keeps your message consistent, reduces content creation time, and increases the chances that your audience remembers you instead of seeing random disconnected posts. Your planning guide also emphasizes choosing a daily purpose, maintaining consistency every day, using storytelling, educating first, and ending every piece of content with a clear call to action. All right, so this gives us a clear path that we can use. Look at that. So weekly theme, work smarter, not harder, building a business that uses AI without losing the human touch. So here is our Monday plan. Here is our Tuesday plan. And what we can do with this, every day has a plan, right? So what we can do with this is take it and put it into our planner. So if you are using a planner or a journal or a notebook to kind of write down your direction for the week, you can take this and you can either print it out, you can put it into your notebook, as is, or you can put it onto your calendar. And what I would recommend is that you put it onto your calendar, whether it's your journal or your planner or whatever. That way you have it on your schedule, your daily schedule, your daily to-do list, and then you can actually, implement this as you go. Now, I also recommend that you come up with what I like to call content day or batch processing day, where you sit down and we kind of go over this in the lesson, in the actual course, but you sit down, you take one day a week and you do all of this, right? You just kind of get all your posts together, you brainstorm ideas, you've got these ideas that you've been given by AI, and then you take that information and you put your unique touches and spins and things like that on it. And when you have a plan like this, it really doesn't make it hard at all. And then here we even have a weekly lead magnet or a free download that you can provide to your audience that is related to your weekly topic. Okay, so I think this is pretty cool. You can check this out. And the great thing about it is when you're using the content creation tool that we put together, this content planner coach, you can actually get a lot more done. Think about it. We've only been on this video for about 14 minutes, and a lot of the time that we've spent has been me kind of explaining to you how to use the tool. But if you get into the habit of using this tool every week, or you just come up with a plan and you implement that plan every week and just switch out your topics, you're going to get used to doing this. You have your daily or your weekly rather batch day where you do all of your social media, email, video content in one day. Just sit down and batch produce everything. And you use your plan to do that. and then you're done for the entire week. And then when that day comes again, you just kind of get in the habit of doing it. And you might even find ways to, like, for example, one day you might write out your content, your written content, brainstorm your ideas. And then on another day, you may just sit down and do all of your videos, all of your images, if you're using AI to create avatars, you can sit down and do all of that. And so that way it really makes being online very, very easy. And it's something that we can't live without, our communication system, but we don't have to sit in front of our computers all day long trying to get stuff done. This is going to help you work smarter, not harder. All right. So I appreciate your time today. Hopefully you can implement some of this and really get a lot of these daily tasks off your plate with the help of AI. And I'll be doing more videos like this in the future. So thanks again. I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.